today we are off to Kent Life in Maidstone. So it's a Saturday today and I kind of want to do a few more things with Pollyanna before the new baby arrives. So Kent Life is a local farm, but they have lots of animals. They have a cuddle corner so you can hold the animals. I think they've got like bunnies, sheep, horses, alpacas, not sure what else, chickens running around. They also have a soft play, an outdoor play, a train and a tractor that you can go on. So there's lots to do. However, I didn't know we were going to be in such a rush today. Adam has to get back for the contractor to, so the end of the day. So we're on our way there. Hopefully Pollyanna will have a good time with all the animals. What do you think, Pollyanna? It's all rush, rush, rush when you have children, and I hate it. Don't know, Pollyanna, I like to do things slow and steady. Dada! Daddy's coming back. Pollyanna's got her book for the car journey.
Yeah?
Yeah, what book have you got, Pollyanna?
Sure.
Where is it? Oh, it's down there. Wolf Won't Bite.
Yay!
Yay! Where are we?
Oh.
Farm. Say farm.
Oh.
Good girl. We're gonna go see some animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we going to see, Pollyanna?
Asos.
Yeah, animals.
Are you excited for them?
Yay!
Yay! I love your enthusiasm, Pollyanna.
Are you going to see some little lambs?
Yay!
Are you gonna hold them?
Do you know what we've got for Sunday roast tomorrow?
Sick. So, yes, we're here. Yes, this is the entrance. So this is called Kent Life, and it's in Maidstone. Oh look, there's little geese. Look, geese like on Bing. Look, Pollyanna. Hello. Duckies. What do ducks do? Oh wow!
Wow!
They're talking.
Yeah.
Look how big their feet are.
What would you like to be?
You have to walk through the gift shop to get in there.
Wow.
Daddy's gonna get
Would you like to be a
her.
ladybird?
Do you want to be a ladybird? What animal?
Mama.
You want Mummy to wear it?
Yeah.
Hello.
There we go then.
Hello.
Come on, we'll get Mummy to be a ladybird.
Yeah? Pollyanna doesn't want to wear her mask, so she looks like Mummy is. Hello. Pollyanna's waving to the tractor. So you can have tractor rides. We're just going into the cuddle corner. Wow, that one flew!
Move down a little.
So we're in the cuddle corner and the animals are here.
If you guys want to, by the way, she doesn't come out. If you want to, you can come up and have a look. And she's just under her lockdown.
Wow.
Here we go. Let's see and give her a lovely stroke like that. Good job.
Pollyanna, you try.
Hello.
Pollyanna, say cheese.
Say hello to the rabbit, the Peter Rabbit. Oh, she likes you.
Pollyanna.
He's got a bum yet? Baby's ear, yeah.
In the face, you might bite your finger.
Huh?
You might bite your finger.
Is she cute? Good job. Good job. You want me to do it? Pollyanna, touch it. Oh, very soft. That's it. Good girl.
Number one before I move on.
One more.
Well done. Awesome job.
Thank you.
Good girl. That's a chicken, Pollyanna. Yeah, what does the chicken do? Good girl. And you come straight out of the cuddle corner to sheep. Oh my god, I've never been this close to sheep, I don't think. Oh my god. Hello. I don't think I've ever touched a sheep. Yeah, should we feed them, Pollyanna? And then there's little goats over here as well. Look, hello. Oh my god, I've never been this close to animals. Like, I can't believe it. I think I'm having more fun than Pollyanna. Oh my god, look, he's... Pollyanna, do it.
Pollyanna, put your hand out. Oh.
Okay.
I don't get a bit. Put your hand out. Right. Now.
Hold it.
You hold it there.
Good girl.
Put some more.
Hold it. That's it. And then let them eat it. Oh! Did he get
Have a
it?
go.
Yeah. Ready? Look, do it with mummy. Hold mummy's hand. Do it with mummy. Woo. Is that funny?
Right, put your hand up.
Oh my god, he's going for her face.
Right.
This one's my best
Tickle you. Just hold it. Just hold it up.
Pollyanna, there's some more here. Pollyanna, look.
Here you go, darling.
You're going to give them, you have to hold your hand out like this, look. Are you going to give it to them?
She keeps holding on to it. Let it go though. I'll put it up his nose.
That's it. Let him take it. Good girl. They're talking to you. He's saying, come back. Hello. Here they've got baby piglets that were born yesterday. Oh no, that's his ear.
No, at the back, behind. Can you see the piglets?
No. We are now just waiting in line for the tractor ride. So they do a little tractor ride as well. And Pollyanna really loves tractors at the moment. Like when she sees one, she's like, so we're waiting to go on to that. And I think that's like 10 minutes. But this is so cool. Like, I don't think, Adam said he doesn't remember doing it either, but feeding the animals like that, they literally, like, they're just all around and you just, yeah, Pollyanna was really loving it. To get into here, it was £9, about £9 each, I think, £9.50, but you do get a discount if you book online as well, so I think that makes it like £7 something. But it's such a good day out. We've only got a few hours here today, which is such a shame, but because the weather's so beautiful as well. We should have really planned this properly and come and had a picnic and made a whole day of it, because it's so lovely. They've got like play areas here as well, and there's just loads to do. It's really nice that something like this is so close to us. Pollyanna really wanted to go on this. He kept going past it on the tractor, and she was like, ah. Hi. Say hi. Look at that big smile.
Oh, sorry. That's enough of that one.
Good girl. She's been nibbled a few times, but she doesn't cry. She kind of just gets on with it. She says ow, but then takes her hand away. Clever little girl, she keeps going to the baby ones. Go and give it that one. Give that one, Sam. Yeah, give this one, Sam.
Quickly before they'll come.
See Pollyanna do it. Ah. Nice. We've just stopped off for a pizza. Before we go, they've got like a little pizza garden, and then they're cooked in a stone-baked oven. Pollyanna's just fell on her belly and like almost down the hill. Oh, she's gone to another table. Pizza
Yummy,
for
yummy,
lunch.
yummy.
Is it yummy, Pollyanna? Mmm. A little play now in the play area. The play area is really good. They've got like things for all ages. Don't know if this is going to be too big for her. She always wants to go on the bigger ones. I'm here. Wow, yeah. Woo! She went before her leg even got there. And then Adam did try. He put her on this one over here. But the size of that one is massive.
Oh. 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 Okay, darling.
How much fun did you have? So much fun! That was a really good day. Pollyanna was not dressed for the occasion though. She should have had wellies, although it's hot. Just like some grubby leggings and not a white t-shirt. But it was a last minute thing. We had dressed her for the day and Adam had taken her out for a walk, and then he got back and I had suggested coming here. So my fault. Next time we'll come prepared in grubs. But it was such a good day and she really enjoyed it. She loved feeding the animals so much. And the pizza was lovely, the pizza place. And yeah, really nice. So just home now. Hi guys, it's Monday today. I didn't, what did we do? So we went to Kent Life on Saturday. And then Sunday was kind of, we just had to, a little bit of running around to do some bits to get for my hospital bag, and Adam cooked a roast dinner. I was feeling really low yesterday and I just kept saying to Adam, I don't know what's wrong with me, I just don't feel like myself, and I just, yeah, it was just one of them days, hence not filming. I managed to sort through all of Pollyanna's old clothes though, up until I think about like 9 months. So they've all gone on Depop. They're all in here. They've all gone onto Depop. I will link my Depop below, but it is petite side of style, so you can shop all of her clothes. So that made me feel a lot better and just a little bit more productive, because we have had a bundle of clothes like sat in our living room for so long, and I didn't, oh the cupboard's open, and I didn't want that to be there when the new baby was here. And I think just the whole anxiety is creeping up on me on, we're gonna have another baby soon, I'm gonna have less time to do things. I've got like a to-do list on my phone, the length of my arm, and it's just making me so aware that we're running out of time. So we now have 2 weeks and 6 days until my due date. Although I have been reading the Positive Birth book. Also I've fake tan, so hence the colour of my skin. It needs to be washed off in a few hours. But yeah, so I have been reading the Positive Birth book, and for those that don't know my previous birth, what it was like, I have got my birth video up, so you can go and watch that. It's my second most watched video on my channel. And I also done another video to talk about my birth with you, because the birth video is just showing you parts of the birth, whereas talking about it after, I went into a little bit more detail. So I ended up in an emergency C-section anyway. Pollyanna was back to back. Frustratingly, the midwives knew she was back to back really early on, and I didn't know it was a problem. I didn't know it was a thing. I remember going to appointments and the midwife saying, oh, you know, she's back to back, not knowing anything. I was really naive, didn't Google anything, didn't question, because I wasn't told. It was my first pregnancy, had no idea. Anyway, that basically meant when we went to our checkup after, they run through your birth with you, and basically Pollyanna's position, she never would have come out naturally. Her chin, so for a baby to come out, their chin has to go down. That never would have happened with Pollyanna, hence why she never came out with ventos or forceps either. So it would have always have ended up in cesarean. However, there was just so many things about that birth. Now I've been reading this book, Adam keeps calling me Mother Earth. There's just so many things now that I wanted to have done differently. I wish I'd had a home water birth. So I did have a water birth. Absolutely the best decision I ever made, because I had no pain relief. A lot of people will say that the water is your pain relief, and it really, really is. I tried gas and air, didn't get on with it. And because she was back to back, all of my pain, so they would take me out of the water to check to see how dilated I was. That I'm not gonna have happen this time. I'm just gonna let it run its course. But that can disturb things and slow things down as well. But that was when I felt my most pain, when I was out of the water. What I'm gonna do differently is, I still want a water birth despite them not wanting me to have one. My midwife think it's fine. Consultants have another view. They don't think it's right because I've had a C-section, and my chances of my scar rupturing are 0.5%, which is so low. My midwives are quite stunned that they can't come to an agreement. So anyway, I still want a water birth. We have appointments this week to discuss that. We have an appointment today with the midwife and an appointment with the consultant tomorrow. I have requested a certain consultant because she should hopefully be a bit more positive. The last one I went to was really, really negative. Gave me a horror story about in his career he's had 2 scar ruptures. So he wants me to have continuous monitoring. I certainly do not want continuous monitoring. I don't want to be on a bed. I don't want to be unable to move around. I want to be able to move around whenever I want, be in any position I want, and I want to be in water. So they're kind of my main priorities. If we can't get into MLU, they have one water birth pool on ward. However, the ward is very different to MLU. MLU is a really calm, you get a whole massive room to yourself. You get your own bathroom. You can turn the lights down low. You can have music. It's very serene, and that's why I was happy. That was my main reason I didn't mind having a hospital birth in MLU. However, this time around, if I don't get MLU, I've said to Adam I'm contemplating a home birth, but I don't know, we'll see. I have said that to you just because I really want a water birth, and I feel like I done so well last time, got all the way to 10 centimeters, absolutely no pain, and it was fine. And I know that if it's like that again, it will be perfect, it will be fine. So anyway, this positive birth book kind of talks you through like going back to the olden days where like they would just do it, the lights would be low, like your oxytocin, I keep talking to Adam about my oxytocin levels have to be high, so like the love hormone, and like when adrenaline kicks in, that's when it fights the oxytocins and blah blah blah. So anyway, I keep saying to Adam like I really want it to be as calm as possible, like I don't want to be rushed onto a ward, and like I don't want like 10 doctors in my room like saying can I put my hand up your vagina. And I want it to be like as calm as possible. So this time around, I'm not gonna have, if I go over my due date, I'm not gonna have any sweeps. I've just basically done a lot of research on this, and I don't want any interventions, and I just want to go with the flow. I want things to happen as naturally as possible and just hope for the best. So maybe I should have just done a video talking about this. Well, no, a little bit more this week. 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 6 days to go till due date. Pollyanna was 9 days over. This time I'm unsure. Like, I've been having a few little niggles, like quite often actually. Hopefully today we'll find out if he is engaged, and yeah, it's like I'm at that point now where every time I go to the toilet I'm like checking, oh, has my mucus plug come out? Oh, is my water's gonna break? But I didn't have any of that with Pollyanna. That's another thing that I don't think I'm going to let them do, is break my waters for me. So it's really difficult. A hospital kind of goes by, they want you to be progressing at a certain rate for a certain amount of time. They also like you to have your baby while they're still on duty, so they're not changing midwives and things aren't changing around too much. That's normally for your own comfort. But I think this time I just want as less medical interventions as possible and just go with the flow. Unless, of course, obviously something is happening, my baby's heartbeat's dropping, my heartbeat's dropping, then it all goes out the window. But until then, I'm gonna try and push for my birth, my way. So anyway, today our new pushchair has arrived. So we have gone for the Quinny Hubb Huxx. I think it's called the Hubb Huxx. We have had a Quinny before, and I've done a review which is up on my YouTube channel too. I'll link to that. That was the Quinny Mood freewheeler, and it was amazing. I really loved the design of it. The colours was beautiful. It was like a navy and white, really stylish and classic. This time I've gone for something completely different. Obviously a boy and a girl, so I've gone for pinks and blues, but I'm going to put it together. I keep hiccuping. I'm going to put it together with you now so that you can see it. So here it comes, like this. Got lots of different parts. I'm assuming this is the bottom bit. So we have got the carry cloth in blue, and it's like a really, yeah, the fabric's really cool. I didn't realise it was actually like that. So this is the carry cloth. So I put Adam in to help me because it didn't come with instructions, or we've misplaced them, probably. So this is the Quinny Huxx, and this is a double pushchair. It's massive, isn't it? Like compared to, yeah, just look at the size of that. Look at the size of this. Okay, yeah, so like so this is the baby cot. How do you know where to put that and that on? That has to go at the bottom. I know. Do you? So I've gone for a blue for his part, and then Pollyanna's part has a like pinky, but it's quite peach. But they both go quite nice together. The colour we went for was graphite grey. Let me show you on here. It's cork on grey it was called. So the cork on grey means that the handlebar's this colour, and then the insert is that colour as well. So it's like a grey. So this is the pushchair we've gone for. Trying to show you a good photo. So that's it. And you can pick the colours of your hoods and things. So you can also have the baby cot, the car seat on it. And then Pollyanna can sit at the front. That's the colour we've gone for. So the cork with the pinky hood. That's obviously it being used as a single pushchair. So the carry cot doesn't need any extra attachments. It just slots into the second hole at the front, so it's really low. And then Pollyanna's one sits on top, and then the other one slots onto
Does it have any attachments?
the second hole. No, I think it was just that. We've resorted to YouTube, but the Quinny videos are actually really helpful on their YouTube. This is very stressful, I must say. So that's it. So like this is so, like when I was pregnant with Pollyanna, I wanted everything white and grey, no colour. So this is completely different to what I have gone for this time. I don't know if the baby can go this way because the hood isn't even on this for starters. And then you also lose out on your basket. But I know that you can buy an extra basket that sits around here, so maybe that's what that's for. But that would mean the whole time I'm using the carry cot, I can't use the basket underneath. Right, it's a bit of a nightmare. Can have a little play around with it and see what the options are. But I really don't want the baby to face outwards, because then all the baby's seeing is the back of Pollyanna's chair. Can it come onto this one here? Is that what that's for? So that it can be a little bit, I don't know, it's so tough. Having a double pushchair is so stressful and tough. It can't. So this is what it would be like. I don't want him facing away from me. The hood that we've got for the baby cot is pink, but it needs to be blue, so I need to reorder that. Pushchair, which is the Quinny Hubb Duo. It's back. So Pollyanna will have the blush hood. So my first initial impressions are the fact that the baby is going to be facing away from me. I'm a little bit uneasy on that because obviously when you have a newborn it's nice that they're facing you. However, you can't have it that way, but you could use the car seat adapter. So the Maxi Cozy car seat can pop in and then your baby's facing you. I won't be using this for long, like it would just be like popping into town and things, so the car seat would actually be okay. And obviously the baby does sleep the majority of the time in the pushchair. I love that it's not too wide, so I'm not going to feel really silly pushing it. I'm obviously quite little, so finding a double pushchair for me was really quite difficult. Another thing to consider is the basket at the bottom. So when you have it on duo mode, you can't access the basket, but you can purchase an extra shopping basket which can hang on the handlebars, or I think it can like go onto the bottom of this. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have a little look at them. But I think until like you're using the pushchair, you're gonna find things that you love about it and things that you might not love about it. So until actually using it, I can't do a full review, but I just wanted to show you what we're going to be using. I think the colours are really cool. They're nice and light, and you can get the seat liners to go in them, which I think I'm going to order as well. So yeah, lots of detailing. Okay, Blue, what's wrong with you? And then the baby cot has this kind of, the baby cot's actually quite strange. I didn't realise that it was like this, but it's kind of like a foamy fabric, so it's really quite different. And then of course we'll put a liner in there like we normally have, like a wall liner in here to make it more cozy for the baby. So yeah, and then the handlebar matches the rest of the pushchair. So I'm just going to show you some of the extra bits that I've ordered as well, just to give you an idea of what we're going to be using. So this is the sun canopy that will be going on the new baby's one. It's called Frost on Black, so it's a really pale blue, which I liked because that along with the pink goes really, really well. And then we have another seat for obviously when the baby gets bigger. So that will go on. Just to give you a bit of a better understanding, so this is the Hubb Duo. So Pollyanna will be in this one, and then see what I mean? Like if you use the car seat part, the baby can face you, and then you can also get into your basket. So that's not a problem. I think it's something I can deal with. And then obviously when they're both in big seats, you can have them facing out. You can have that option, that one. This is obviously the option that we have at the moment. And then you can also turn one around to face you. So there's a setting for every stage. You can also, that's what I was gonna say, to gain that, so if you did wanna use the baby cot and not the car seat, you can get these cocoons, which I think I'm gonna order. So it's a cocoon, and then you put the you use another big seat. I'm not using the right terms here, but you basically put 2 big seats on and you use a cocoon which is made for birth, so then they're higher up and that way you can get into your basket still, so it's not a problem. So there is actually ways around all of it. So these are the 3 options from birth, and then you have from 6 months, so parent facing, so whoever wants to face me can, or they can both face out, that's from 1 year. And then I've also ordered the board, which is like that. This is one of the foot muffs, which Pollyanna will obviously need first, and that's in blush. This is the winter liner for the Hubb Duo, which you can also get. It's really narrow, it's 57 centimeters. Full size seats for everybody, great for city. The wheels are great already, I've noticed. They like swivel and turn, so it's not stiff at all. And then this is the hop on board, which the child can actually sit on. So I was worried that if it was a stand up one, Pollyanna would get tired, whereas I think she'll be really, really good on this. So it's all just a learning curve. I have no idea what it's gonna be like. Yeah, it is all just a huge learning curve. I have no idea how if I'm gonna find it difficult or stress-free, or just, I'm a bit of a panicker, so the thought of having a wider pushchair really made me uneasy, whereas this one, it's not wider, and I know that I'll fit through shop doors with it and it'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, and then when I get bored, I can just change the colours of the hoods, which I do a lot already with our current pushchair. So it's just, yeah, it's really, really good. So I'll show you it properly. I'll do a full review once I've been using it for a little while. You can see my other pushchair reviews. They're all up on my YouTube channel. And I will do one for this because it's hard. A double pushchair is really, really hard. I didn't know just how difficult it would be. There's so many gorgeous single pushchairs, but there's really not a lot out there for double pushchairs, especially finding something that covers all aspects of what you want, especially if you want a stylish one. And then Blue, if you want a stylish one, Blue, what are you doing? Especially if you want a stylish one, it's really, really hard to come by. So I'm really happy I found the Quinny. I went to Quinny because I loved the Quinny mood that we had. It was like my favorite, so I think this is going to be a good one. So I will keep you updated. Make sure you stay tuned if you want to make sure you're a subscriber if you do want to see a review of this, because I like to make sure I've used it from birth up until about 6 months, so that they're both in the big seat, just so that my views are honest, and then I really have been using it. I think that's one thing people said that they noticed in my other review videos, is that you could tell that I actually used it because the points I made were really valid. So yeah, keep an eye on that. That will be coming soon. And if you have any pushchair reviews, or you know of a double pushchair which is really great, or you've used one, leave me a comment in the box below, because I'm sure so many people will find that helpful. And that's it. That's funny. He keeps asking me if I'm okay, and has something happened, and I think he thinks I'm gonna like be in labour and not tell him or something. So we're just off to the midwife now. See if this baby's engaged. What are you talking about? He says I'm floating around like a little fairy. I'm just in my zone, babe. In my oxytocin zone, aren't I? Midwife appointment is done. She's going to send us for another growth scan, just to keep an eye. So like they measure your belly and then they plot it on a graph, and he's kind of lost a bit of weight. I think my stomach has, so she just wants to make sure like the weight's not tailing off, but I'm sure it's fine, because the scans are always more accurate than the bump tape measurement. So, and then they found a little bit of blood and protein in my urine. She asked me if I'd had a urine infection, but I haven't. So she's going to send that off as well, just to see what that's about. And apart from that, everything's okay. His head's not engaged, it's down there. But she said that their head can actually go in and out. So we don't actually know. We don't know. But just a waiting game. We've got a consultant appointment tomorrow, and that should tell us more about whether we will be going for a water birth. or a home birth. We'll see. Look how grey our blue is going. Aren't you? You're getting grey, puppy. Getting old gracefully. Hey? Don't cry. I'm going to end that video here. The next video will be packing my hospital bag with me, because I'm going to start that this week. And yeah, so the next few videos will probably be vlog styles, but doing things like for the baby, but not just that. It will be a mixture of everything. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, spending the weekend with me, and seeing our new baby bits. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.